Ultra may have been a lackluster device, but that didn't stop HTC from coming back in the game with a new smartphone called the HTC U11, which packs in top-of-the-line specifications and a unique squeeze functionality. Is it enough to take on our current heavyweight champion, the Samsung Galaxy S8? Let's talk about the design first. The HTC U11 looks almost like the HTC 10, but it has a new liquid glass surface on the back which changes colors depending on how light falls on it. A metal frame runs along the side and the antenna bands run near its edges. The bezels on the top and bottom of the display are rather large, with a substantially large front camera sensor on the top right. The Galaxy S8 comes in a glass body which makes it slippery and prone to fingerprints, just like the U11. But frankly, we don't mind fingerprints or smudges. Our midnight black unit looks great and it's comfortable to hold. Samsung has indeed proved what it can do with a curved body and an 8.5:9 display. The slight curves near the rear edges also make the phone easier to grip. The bezels are so slim and well hidden that you will pretty much never spot them. Kicking things off with a fingerprint sensor on the HTC U11, it is placed at the front. On the Galaxy S8, it is placed at the back, right next to the camera lens, which is definitely an awkward position. The positioning of the fingerprint sensor on the U11 is more convenient and the response of the sensor on both the devices is great. The HTC U11 comes with a 5.5-inch Quad HD display with Gorilla Glass 5 protection. We noticed a slight drop in brightness from extreme angles, but it won't get in the way of regular usage. The colors are quite balanced, but they are neither too warm nor too bright. The Samsung Galaxy S8 has a 5.8-inch Quad HD Super AMOLED display. The display is sharp with 529 ppi and Samsung has toned down the color saturation this time. To be clear, you still get pleasantly oversaturated colors, but the yellowish hue is not as apparent as before. Black levels are great, which also helps in hiding the bezels. Samsung allows the users to toggle the level of red, green and blue colors on the screen, which is something enthusiasts would appreciate. The Univision aspect ratio of the display is just a fancy spec at the moment. It allows the display to be taller instead of wide, which is the main reason for this phone's compact form factor. Both the smartphones come with Android Nougat out of the box. The HTC U11 has a new Edge Sense feature which offers a new form of interaction with smartphones. You will be prompted to set up Edge Sense during the initial setup and you can also turn it on from Settings menu. It is surely a unique feature but not very useful. As far as the HTC Sense and Samsung's Bixby are concerned, well, we'll just say that the Google Assistant is much better than these two. Moving to the camera, HTC has made a big deal of the fact that the U11 scored 90 out of 100 on the DxO mark, which makes it better than the camera on Google Pixel. U11 can take incredible photos in both daylight and low light conditions. White balance, colors and details are spot on, and noise levels are kept under check in low light. The phone is capable of some of the sharpest photos in low light. On the other hand, the U11 tends to create flares of the light sources when shooting at night. That can be a big issue when shooting in restaurants or clubs. Also, white balance is sometimes off when shooting indoors. This is evident in the shot you see right now, where the card table mat is supposed to be a lighter shade of green. The camera on the Galaxy S8 uses a Sony IMX333 sensor with f1.7 aperture this time and the same dual pixel technology we saw last time. It's pretty much the same camera, except Samsung says it has improved the algorithms behind the camera this time. The focusing speeds have increased from its predecessor. The camera produces sharp, bright and pleasantly oversaturated colors. In this image, we can see that the Galaxy S8 produces colors, but the HTC U11 is closer to the source and it can outperform the Galaxy S8 at times. The Samsung Galaxy S8 runs on the Exynos 895 processor and the HTC U11 runs on the latest Qualcomm Snapdragon 835 processor. The U11 has 6GB of RAM and Galaxy S8 has 4GB of RAM. As far as speed and user experience is concerned, both the phones offer great experience. App launches on the HTC U11 are extremely fast, while load times are low as well. In essence, games that allow 60 FPS will be rendered at such frame rates, while the best of the games will run at the highest possible graphics scores with the HTC U11. The Exynos 8895 SoC on the Galaxy S8 is faster than last year's phone, but only incrementally so. The Mongoose cores take care of heavy tasks this time. There are 4 of them clocked at 2.5 GHz, while the Cortex A53 cores handle the simpler tasks clocked at 1.7 GHz. We did see some UI lags on the Galaxy S8, but nothing that will hamper your experience. The GPU also does well. Samsung chose one MP20, which manages to clock up 60 frames per second in games that allow it. We found steady 60 frames per second rates on various games like Asphalt 8 and WWE Champions. For those who love numbers, here are the benchmarks. Talking about the battery, both smart with a 3000 mAh battery. The HTC U11 lasts just under 8 hours on the PC Mark Work 2.0 battery test, while the Galaxy S8 lasted us 8 hours and 57 minutes. On regular usage, the HTC U11 can last for about 12 hours, as the Galaxy S8 lasted for 10 hours of regular usage. So here's the million-dollar question. Which of these two devices is the one for you? Well, if battery life is important to you, then you should consider the S8 Plus, as it has better battery life than the S8 and the U11. But apart from that, it's merely a tie. Both the smartphones have state-of-the-art specs, so performance is not an issue. The camera on both the devices is great, although we think that the S8 wins by a hair. Either case, you can't go wrong if you pick up either. We think that the design of the center and the curved screen has more functions than the HTC U11's squeeze feature, but like we said, both the phones offer so much that you cannot go wrong with either. Thanks for watching this video, and don't forget to smash that like button.